Hey y'all, welcome back to Cigar Time. My name's Tyme, and this is the Larutan English made by Drew Estate. It's a Toro size, so it's about a 6.5 by 52 stick. Toro, Robusto, depending on the brands, they all typically stay within a range, but every company has their own version of what a Toro means and what a Robusto is and what a Perfecto looks like and all that stuff. So except for Cubans, Cuban-made cigars in Cuba, made by the Cuban government or Romeo and Juliet, that the plants that are there, and also Cohiba, and there's another one. I don't remember what it is. My bad. They stick to very strict guidelines of what each one means, but otherwise this isn't one of those. So this is Drew Estate's Toro size for the Larutan, and Larutan is natural, spelt backwards, and it's their one of their sweet tip lines. So they're very good, and never had an English before, and so I'm going to try this out, see how it does. So wrapper, very earthy and very much of a dark chocolate. So very nice so far. I have a little bit of energy because I'm not in pain anymore. I had a root canal this morning on one of my front teeth, so yay. And I'm gonna light this thing up and see how it burns. It's got a very large double cap on it, which is awesome. Take the first cap off. Wow. They have Drew Estate's Larutan lines have different different sizes. They call different stuff. Like the Big Juicy is, I believe, bigger than a Gordo, which is a 6.5 by 60. They have what they call an egg, which is about this big, and it's 5.5 inches, and it goes from a 38 ring gauge to a 100 ring gauge, and then back down to a 38 ring gauge. So it's very funny, very funny. I have one of those that I'm waiting to smoke, and it looks like a rabbit inside of a snake is the best description that you can give. And they have some that are milder, some that are sweeter than others. This is a very lengthy line, all very good, and I bought a box of them, and I bought the Robustos, and I don't remember which one it is, but I'll look that up whenever I get into the first third of this, and I'll let you know. So, cold draw is, A, it's a very good draw, and B, that is straight hazelnut. It's nutty, it's like hazelnut creamer. That is exactly what it tastes like. And I very rarely put creamer in my coffee, but when I do, I put hazelnut in it because it tastes good. But wow, that's amazing. Hazelnut and a little bit of very sweet milk chocolate. I could just cold draw on this all day. Okay, well, probably get down to it and light it, see how it actually burns, and see if the flavors change. Perfect. Okay, so very even burn. There's no wind today, so if this messes up, it's my fault. So, okay. So let's see here. Draw has tightened up just a little bit. It's a little snug. Second draw brings that milk chocolate to the forefront. Very smooth, no pepper at all. Um, very rich, very creamy. Um, and even with it not being sweet, it would still be a very creamy cigar. Um, very thick in the mouth. It's like drinking water compared to drinking milk. Its milk is thicker, and this has a thicker smoke, and it's just, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it is just pouring smoke off the foot. Hazelnut has died down to near the end of the finish, but that's okay. Still very sweet and getting a lot of milk chocolate, and I will continue into the first third here and let you know which other one that I have that I'll be reviewing, and see how this thing develops and how if it gets interesting at all. It may not, but we'll find out. Hold on. Okay, so it's holding on. Not for much longer though. I was thinking it was fixing to fall off. So it's got a nice cone, so it's very well constructed. Um, it's it's not wavy, but this side is definitely a little bit higher than this side. But it just chases itself back and forth, so that's fine as long as it burns consistently. It's good. So before I forget, the box that I bought were Barcelonas. They were 5 by 54 sticks. Um, so still very good. This has a totally different complexity to it. Very good. Totally different complexity than the Barcelonas, and equally as delicious though, which is very good. So, or at least in my book. Um, well into the first third, it's still got a little bit of that that original hazelnut coming through on the finish still, but the main body and during the draw, it's mostly like you would think English. So it's strong black tea, how that tastes, and to me it's not bad, but it's definitely different. It tastes like English long cut um, pipe tobacco. So if you know about that, you understand what I'm talking about. If not, it's basically um, it tastes like a dark tea, black tea, kind of smells like whenever it's fresh. So in the little tea bags and stuff, that doesn't count. It doesn't taste. It doesn't taste like that smells. Loose leaf black tea. That's what um, good black tea is. What it tastes like, and it's I enjoy it. I started with a pipe before I got into cigars, so I enjoy it. But so overall, still very good. Um, other than that, it's definitely not a strong cigar. It's still been very mild strength-wise, but the complexity is definitely a medium to full body. Really enjoyed the transitions in it so far, and it's been quite delicious. So I will continue to smoke this to about the halfway point, right into the second third here, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so at the halfway point here, and it's been very nice. Oh, out of the picture a little bit. It's been very nice. Since reaching the second third, I've had a blast of those caramel creams, that have the thick caramel on the outside, and then it has like in the center, it has the cream that are like really good. I didn't like them anyway. So that's what the main taste was for about half of the second third. Just a few puffs ago, started to dwindle a little bit, and I can still taste it on the finish, but it's dwindled down. That was very nice. I really like that. Other than that, there's a little bit of caramel lingering. It's still very smooth, no pepper, very very rich, very complex. Definitely full-bodied flavor-wise, but it's still a mild to medium smoke for strength-wise, but still very enjoyable. And its last third is going to be right about the band point, so I'll come back whenever I reach that and take off the band, see if there's any sticky glue that destroys the wrapper or not, and we will find out. All right, see you in a little bit. Okay, well, I'm here at the band point. Nothing has changed. Still very good, and it is heating up a little bit, but the smoke is still cool, so I'm going to keep going. That heat loosened all the glue, so the wrapper came off, or the band came off nicely, and I will yep, no imperfections or anything, so that's nice. But I'll continue smoking this, getting this down to the nub, and I'll catch up with you there, see if there's any changes. Okay, down to the nub. Typically, I smoke a little bit further than this, but it's getting really hot. So, and I put it down for 2 to 3 minutes, and it's still cherry is large and still burning a little hot. But flavors have changed a little bit in this last third. Um, Still have a little bit of um, caramel, whatever. But also a little bit of walnut has been introduced. It's definitely more nutty, especially with the heat picking up, and had a little bit of strength added right at the end of the second third, beginning of the final third, but that has also gone away, and now it's back to a mild to medium. And overall, very nice. A little bit of main notes are walnut and still a bit of that hazelnut and caramel, which is very good pairing. Um, Overall, great cigar. I'd give it a 7.7, 7.8 out of 10, and very good. I'd enjoy sweet tip cigars, not like infused cigars. This is not an infused cigar. It's just sweet tipped, and so I enjoy them every once in a while. I mean, every once in a while you want something sweet, and it's in my mind, it's more healthy than candy. So depends on who you are and how often you smoke, I suppose, and how much candy that you have. But overall, fantastic, and definitely like to get some more of these and just have them in my humidor and smoke them when I feel like having something sweet. It's lasted, let's see, it's lasted about an hour and 40 minutes, hour and 40 minutes, hour and 45, somewhere around there. Um, for size, it's actually quite a quite a slow burner and fantastic, fantastic or good burn, not fantastic. It's still a little bit wonky, but it's not anything that I would even consider needing to be touched up. So very good, and I definitely recommend this one for those that like the flavor notes that I mentioned and that like a little bit of a sweeter cigar. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. Subscribe, give me a like, whatever that you choose. Comment if you've tried this before, or if you're interested, or if you have any experience with them, or just want to say hey. I mean, whatever. So um, I will see y'all in the next video. Stay smoky and have a awesome rest of the day.